I'm just going to come to you first and see if you've got some thoughts about how we need to step up with resiliency with 6G.
Yeah, I think, resiliency in telecom is something that is really bounded to the roots of the telecom operators with full redundancy and everything. But it was in the older days, it was on a few services, on a few simple services. Yeah. But nowadays, when we're opening up the network and we're creating networks that are software-based and maybe opening up for native AI and other options that the network will provide, then that brings in non-predictable things that you can't really check up front. And this is definitely a challenge. And I think part of that challenge is to be able to measure what you're doing. Okay, so if you are implementing a new service, you have to have something that will allow you to keep up with the SLA that you sell to your subscribers and to your customers. So, and I think there comes into mind the fact that such networks with such flexibility will require also the ability to check themselves and to check that such a service is being provided properly in a proper manner. And that comes back to what I said about having the data being exposed properly and having the data being consumed properly. And I agree with what Colin just mentioned about the vast amount of data. The data is going to grow tremendously if indeed the edge will open up to new applications and if users will really consume that. So at the end of the day, without the ability to get that data into a pipeline that is completely measurable, the telcos will not be able to launch new services without the pain that was in the past of testing every bit of the service in a rigorous, in a very clear way. So that has to go side by side when launching new services and with the capabilities that the network will enable.